this.
Hello! Welcome to the Johto recap session. I'm the coach of the Shamoody Island Slow Kings,
Kyle, coach of the Kalamazoo Kinglers.
and we're going to bring you the Johto recap for week 4.
5.
Four.
4.
4. I think. Maybe, yeah, it's definitely
It's
4.
4.
It's definitely 4.
It's 4.
All right. The Johto League standings right now are 3 people with 3 wins and 1 loss. That is Adam, Drew, and Keenan. Adam has 9 KD. Drew and Keenan are tied with 2. That's awesome.
+2. Both of them.
Got that +2 swag. And then 4 people have 2 and 2. 2 wins, 2 losses.
Those are Forrest, Tyler, Monty, and Zach. Forrest has a +5. Tyler has a +2. And Monty and Zach are both at -4. Rounding out the bottom are Nick in 8th place, 1 and 3 at -8.
And Anthony. And at the bottom. And moving on. Well, let's go over some battles. What happened?
All right, battles.
What happened? There was some good battles going on.
First, let's start with Tyler and Monty.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right, so Tyler starts out T-Tar first,
Oh, yeah. It's a good lead. Get that Sandstorm up.
right?
Kind of scare him because Tyranitar is so menacing.
Tyranitar's Tyranitar.
It's a dark type.
Monty starts out with, was it Kyra or
Rotom.
Rotom?
It was definitely Rotom. And
Rotom
you
Heat.
just volt switch it out.
Volts. Yep, Volt switches out.
He's
Tyler
like-
starts with the D-Dance lead,
Oh, man.
trying to get the setup sweep
Yeah.
right off the bat.
I mean, it can work. Let's see if it
Could
does.
work.
Did it work?
Sorta.
Monty sends in Ferrothorn. Because Ferrothorn's a wall monster beast ugly thing. And it just, boom, brick break, does more than half. And then Monty's like, no! Oh, no!
Exactly like that. I was there.
It happened just like that. And Ferrothorn died the next turn after getting a Toxic off.
Putting T-Tar on a timer.
Oh, yeah. And all those Iron Barbs.
And the Iron Barbs
T-Tar was at like
did a
half.
significant amount.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Monty throws out.
He sacked.
Yeah, he sacked his
Hoopa.
what was it? His Hoopa. Yeah, he throws out his Hoopa.
It
Hoopa
was so sad.
Hoopa does not take crunch very well. Wrecked.
Wrecked. Tyranitar takes a little bit of poison.
Takes a little bit of poison.
And then what? Then Monty sends in what he should have led, or what he should have sent in instead of Hoopa, which is Staraptor.
Staraptor U-turns.
Gets the kill.
Gets the kill right on him.
Yep. I mean, it would have been. It could have been close. But
would have
if you-
chanced it.
If you would have put in Staraptor instead of Hoopa, and Tyranitar had a little more HP, the U-turn, even if it didn't kill, then you still just sack a Pokemon
Right.
instead of going for Hoopa and just sacking it without trying the U-turn first. So like U-turn would have been the better choice.
The better choice.
But you still killed out. You still took out the Tyranitar, and in comes Mega Medicham, the menace.
That's right. Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights coming to fake out and drain punch your team, Monty. So fake out and drain punch came.
Yeah.
And it
right on Rotom Heat.
Rotom Heat.
Monty goes first turn Will-O-Wisp.
Oh yeah, that was big.
After Tyler gets a fake out.
Yep, after the fake out.
So Rotom Heat has the fake out damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets Will-O-Wisp. Proceeds to then Drain Punch.
And it's still doing
And it
massive
still does
damage.
a lot of damage.
Massive.
Without-
Rotom Heat takes 1 fake out and then 2 drain punches
2
and
Drain
dying.
Punches, yeah.
So after that, it was pretty one-sided. Tyler ended up with the victory. His Doublade ended up walling Heracross.
Heracross pretty
Devastating.
pretty impressively, yeah.
Yep. And
Took
that was Tyler's win.
Yeah. So it was T-Tar got 2 kills, Medicham got 2 kills, and Doublade got 2 kills.
Mm-hmm. It was a good match. All right, next was Nick and Keenan.
Nick and Keenan.
I mean, these are matches that happen kind of. Actually, no, I don't know. These are matches that happen later in the cycle, but we're going over them first. Mega
All right.
Pinsir.
Mega Pinsir. Kudos to you, Keenan.
Mega Pinsir. It was the right call.
Yes, you made The bug trainer is very proud in Viridian Forest. They're very proud of you.
Yes, they are very happy.
So yeah, what happened?
Nick played really pretty good. But if he would have had just a few Pokemon that would set up, because Keenan had 2 Pokemon with Protect. And those are turns that if you know he has Protect, you can just set up instead of hitting him and going for the Protect, which would have been really cool.
We didn't check for sure, but we were thinking maybe the Mega Lopunny could have learned Bulk Up or Swords Dance or some other setup.
Something to help it.
Right. So when it comes in first turn and Keenan knows it's going to use Fake Out, set up a Swords Dance or a Bulk Up just to...
Right. We're not sure if it learns those, but that would have been very helpful.
Yeah. So basically what ends up happening is Keenan gets the Moxie off, procs the Moxie on the Pinsir.
Right, before Mega evolves.
Right, plus 1 attack, and then Mega evolves, then proceeds to just...
Quick attack.
Drop a deuce.
Oh yeah, just wrecked. Nick, you did play Luxray very well.
Yes,
I have to say that.
We did like the Luxray.
Luxray was amazing.
Very impressive.
Intimidate. It had really good power against same type matchups with Rotom and
the Electros.
It was really good.
All right, moving on.
Moving on to...
We don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about it.
I guess I'll talk about it. It was Adam, the crazy fighter, and Anthony. It was a good match. It was good until turn 36.
Yeah.
When you look at the timer and you're like, oh, there's still 36 more turns. And this was turn 36. And then you're like, let's just skip. What happened was Anthony was playing good. They were switching out. They were Water Absorb was coming into effect a lot.
Yes.
And they kept switching out, trying to set up, but they just couldn't do it on the right Pokemon. But Anthony kept losing Pokemon way more than Adam was. And that pretty much cost him the game because Adam got the Stealth Rocks up, and Anthony couldn't get rid of it with his Fortress anymore. He tried, but he kept getting scared out. And Fortress ended up having not enough HP to withstand the Stealth Rock to come in.
Right.
So it was just Stealth Rock was just there forever. And
basically it's just a big stall fest.
At the end, it was just Vaporeon, PP stalling Seismitoad. I don't know. Adam, you could have switched into something. Anything to just take out this Vaporeon. Oh.
But you did come in clutch, not letting it die to struggle.
Yeah, you had
which was good.
You had 1 or 2, maybe 2 Earthquakes left over just to kill it once it got down to low HP from struggle. Good. And you finished the game.
What was it, 5-0, 4-0?
It was 5. It was kind of upsetting.
Kind of. The score didn't reflect the battle.
Right, because it was a good match up until there was only a few Pokemon left on Anthony's team and they all had low health.
Yeah. All right.
All right, next battle, Zach and Drew.
Zach and Drew.
Drew was undefeated. Is he undefeated still? We're going to talk about that right now.
He's not.
What? Spoilers. Drew leads a U-turn Landorus with Intimidate.
Right.
And
Zach leads Stealth Rock Heatran.
Stealth Rock Heatran.
With Air Balloon.
It's a good, Air Balloon was really good.
Air Balloon.
But it kind of broke right away.
Right away.
Landorus just U-turned, boop. Just
out.
Aimed right for one of those balloons, popped it like Villager, and then he just fell on the ground.
All right, so
Stealth Rock were up.
Stealth Rocks were up. Drew goes into Infernape.
Yeah, that was a weird choice. We were talking, and we're like, he should have went into Malamar and just started setting up.
We thought if you would have went into Malamar there, Drew, you could have just got the superpower off.
Mm-hmm.
He would have. I don't think he had much to... He didn't have a ghost type to switch into.
Oh, he had Jellicent.
Okay. Well, let's cut that.
But Malamar is a dark type, which is scary for Jellicent.
Right.
Because even if you would have switched in... If you would have went into a Malamar and then went for the superpower and he switched into Jellicent, next turn you just knock off and do a lot of damage. So he was not... He wouldn't have been as prepared to put in Jellicent in that situation.
Right.
So Malamar was a really good choice. would have been.
Would have been.
Unlike when you did start setting up with Malamar, which was against Gardevoir, which was
Making me sad, Drew.
yeah. Zach was just like, you know what? This seems like a good time to just put a Will-O-Wisp on it. I mean, I could probably one-shot it, but
Yeah,
put a Will-O-Wisp
That was-
on it just in case.
that was kind of funny, Zach. You Will-O-Wisped it, and then you tried to Will-O-Wisp again,
And then
you hyper-voiced it, and it was like still full HP, and you killed it. So
yeah, it was funny. It was a good match. After that, it was kind of downhill for Drew.
yeah, his Azelf got taken out in one.
Oh yeah, he
One
made a
go.
bad switch in.
Yeah,
Oh, he switched
He's-
Azolf into Umbreon, and Umbreon just one-shot it
yeah,
with
he
a foul play.
played. Yeah,
Which
so
is
Zach did a good job getting foul play because Drew ran mostly physical
attackers. Yeah, it was really
so
good.
foul play was a great choice as a move for you, Zach.
Well, our video might be malfunctioning, but it looks like you can still hear us. Is it
Yeah,
working?
We're gonna continue.
All right,
We're
here
gonna
we're
continue.
back. I don't know if it looks like that for you guys, but it was weird. All right, moving on to this is the crossover match between Forrest and Matt, the old rivalry.
Rivals.
Forrest led Scarfed Hoopa.
Scarf Tupa against Matt's Latios?
Latias.
I don't know.
And
Latias.
Latias probably shouldn't have stayed in. I mean,
Yeah. He was probably figuring that Forrest was going to switch.
or that Forrest was slower,
Yeah, our Forrest was slower.
but Forrest just outsped with the scarf and just
Used Tupa's signature move.
that weird
Hyper Space Fury. Hyper Hole.
space
Fury.
hole bananas. It killed it.
Yeah.
Latias died.
Then Matt sends in.
No, what's he scared? He scares it out with something. It was not. What was it? Hold on. Oh, Matt's up here.
Yeah, Matt's up.
It was a good switch in, like really good.
Oh, he puts out Gyarados. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
I think it was Lucario.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
it was Lucario.
Yeah, he switches
Yep.
into Lucario.
Lucario scares out the Hoopa.
The Hoopa.
And
Goes for extreme speed.
yeah, Matt,
That was an interesting choice.
yeah, it was an interesting choice. I mean, yeah,
I think maybe he was thinking Hoopa would stay in.
right, and get
And
the
he would
extreme speed to be
Get the
faster.
extreme speed to have priority to be faster. But he switched out
It just didn't really help you.
extreme speed.
He
didn't do
switched
well.
into Quagsire,
Yes.
which has unaware, so in case Matt did decide to go for a setup that turn, it wouldn't have mattered. And then Matt makes a good play and switches into his Go-Goat.
Yep.
And then Go-Goat takes a Scald and gets burned. And it was...
That was Go-Goat's demise right
Yeah.
there.
Go-Goat was like there for Quagsire and Manaphy. He was really
Strong
He was
for
really
this battle,
needed for
yeah.
this battle, and he just took that burn. And Matt was just like, "Oh no!"
Yeah. That's just bad luck.
Yeah,
There's nothing else to
like yeah, the first Scald, it did like nothing. It did like nothing.
it. Yeah.
It was so sad. And then Forrest goes into Druddigan, and then the rough skin and the Rocky helmet. It was just bad news bears.
They
all
do the Go-Goat
day.
in. There's a point in the battle where Zangoose comes in against Manaphy.
Oh, yep. And Zangoose goes for Protect to get that Toxic boost.
Right. He
And
gets it.
Manaphy's at low health. And he gets the Toxic boost, but then the Quick Attack just
The
doesn't
quick attack
kill.
doesn't do enough to
2
kill the
HP.
Manaphy.
And, I mean, I think he needed the Toxic boost.
I think he did.
Because that heal didn't heal, like, the leftovers didn't heal that much. And it just didn't work. That's nuts. It was very unfortunate.
It was.
But it was a good match. Forrest won, so that was a point towards Johto. The standing between Johto and Kanto is now 2-2. Who's gonna break it? Let's talk about.
No one knows. No, we do.
We do know.
We do know.
See, we
Him
did
and
a
I.
lot of preparing on our predictions. So we're going to predict now.
Predict. We already know the score.
Yeah. Adam and Tyler are battling next week. and it's going to be a really close match. And we've done so much predictions that we feel that if we talk, our knowledge on our predictions are going to rub off and influence the game. So we're not going to talk a lot about these. Tyler has that Mega Medicham, which is pretty scary, and then Adam has the
He's got Mega Aggron.
Aggron. Mega Aggron does have the filter to filter out super effective moves,
Right.
and the high defense, like super high defense.
Right.
But what is Mega Aggron gonna do to Mega Medicham? Like Mega Medicham just runs,
Right.
kind of runs shop.
Yeah.
So the Mega matchup goes to Tyler. Moving on, Monty versus Nick. Now, Mega Lopunny is very scary, but it has not been pulling its weight this season. I feel like Monty could actually pull off the win with Mega Heracross.
Yeah.
They're both fighting type.
They're both fighting.
They both resist fighting, except what does fighting? I don't remember. Bug resists fighting, but Nick's normal fighting Lopunny does not resist the fighting. I don't think.
Right.
So
No,
it's
I
either
don't
going to
think
be
it does.
super effective or neutral.
I think Monty has a slight advantage because he has, well, if you just go a bug type move, a fighting type move, a rock move, rock blast on Heracross, he can already take out Volcarona.
Excadrill,
No-
Lopunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you put Bullet Seed in, it covers the water types
Oh yeah.
and the ground types like Excadrill, Suicune, Omastar, Barbicle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nidoking
watch
will
out
take
for
neutral.
watch out for Heracross.
Heracross
Nick.
is going to be really big, Monty. And we didn't mention this, but you got the Trick Room up with Spinda against... Who are you battling against?
He battled.
Oh, Tyler, right at the top.
Yeah.
You got the Trick Room up with Spinda, and your Heracross was running shop with that Trick Room up.
Yeah.
But it just got walled by the Doublade.
So
So
for Nick,
remember to bring coverage for their team, because you didn't really have coverage for Doublade.
Doublade, yeah.
So if you had, like, I don't know if it gets knockoff, but Earthquake.
Yeah, it does get
Earthquake.
knockoff.
Knockoff and Earthquake would be really good on Heracross. But Monty, just check your coverage. There's like there might be a website or something that you could find
And for Nick,
for Nick.
he could always run. You got to be careful, but Ariados can learn Sticky Web. So you have to be careful if Monty's going to
Mhm.
run Trick Room, then Sticky Web's going to kind of negatively affect you.
Right, Nick. Because Monty runs
Help
Trick Room
him.
a lot.
Right.
Like, I think every week Monty's run Trick Room. So Sticky Web's not going to help you out very much. But it could. 'Cause
Unless you
Monty
stop-
still has some fast Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that match is going to be really good.
Yeah.
It could go either way. Zach and Anthony are next. Anthony, we're rooting for you, buddy.
You bet I'm rooting for you.
Mega
gotta stay
Charizard,
together.
Mega Gardevoir. Gardevoir does get the fairy,
Yeah.
but it has
But
no
it's-
defense.
right. And it's only neutral against Mega Charizard.
Right, because fire resists the
Because
fairy.
fire.
So if Anthony can get a good setup,
Get a
maybe
Mega-
not Mega Evolve the first turn, take that fire,
Right.
hyper Voice much better,
Right?
and then Mega Evolve, and then go for like an Earthquake or just a Flare Blitz. Flare
Yeah.
Blitz would be really good.
I think Charizard learns Metal Claw. If you want to go old school with
Yeah.
the Metal Claw.
Metal Claw. I think that was in Fire Red, where
I think it
Charmander
was, yeah.
gained it at like 13. It was
Yeah.
like,
You
what?
beat Brock.
And you beat Brock
That was
with
the only
Charmander.
way.
Yep. They're like, you know what? We'll give Charmander a boost that he doesn't really need.
Right.
Yeah. But that match can go either way, but we're rooting for Anthony.
I would like to see Anthony bring a few of the Pokemon he hasn't brought yet.
Right,
got-
Virizion and Flygon are really
yeah,
good.
Virizion and Flygon.
They're both
and
really good
Rhydon.
Pokemon.
Rhydon's not bad either. Give it an Eviolite.
Right.
You know, it has pretty sky-high defenses at that point.
Mm-hmm. All right, Forrest and Drew.
Let's see. Well, Drew could do what Drew normally does. That being
U-turn.
U-turn, lots of that. Lots of physical attackers.
And then-
Or lots of special attackers. Again, I'd like to see Drew use a few of the Pokemon he hasn't used. He hasn't used any of his RU yet.
Any are you?
He's got Smeargle, like
We're
the most
Smeargle.
unpredictable,
We're Smeargle. We need to see Smeargle, Drew.
the most unpredictable lead in the game. It can
Yeah.
do so many different things.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for. And Forrest, you've used a lot of your Pokemon. That's really
Yeah.
good. And you just picked up Regice, I remember.
Yeah, you
dropped
just
somebody
got it.
for it.
So
It's okay. But it'd be cool to see it. I mean, Drew does have a lot of dragons, and he has Landors, super weak to ice.
right.
Might come in handy. But without divulging too much information, the mega matchup is Dragon against Dragon, Sceptile against Altaria. But Altaria
Wins the fight
wins because it is fairy type,
because it's got that fairy. Yep.
and it is shenanigans. And
Yes.
grass does nothing against Dragon also.
Yes.
And fighting does nothing against fairy. Sceptile just gone. Unless you run a physical with like
Leaf Blade. No, not Leaf Blade.
maybe Ice Punch. It does get Ice Punch. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sceptile just dies in that matchup. It's gonna be a good fight. Drew is 3-1, so he's kind of favored to win. But Forrest has has a higher KD.
Right.
So I mean, the wins, the
Yeah,
loss to KD is kind
Forrest's
of
last two battles have been really good for him. He
Right.
5-0'd and 4-0'd.
right, and both of his losses are very, very low losses.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good match. It could go either way. And the last one is the crossover between David and Keenan.
The cousins. Bum bum
Mhm.
bum.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
All right, so Keenan, as we know, has Mega Pinsir
Mega Pinsir, Andy has Shinshino,
and
Rotom Wash.
Superior.
Oh,
Superior.
the superior.
But David does have
Garchomp.
Mightyena.
Mightyena. Kyle knows
Sad
about Mighty.
day.
Kyle knows about Mightyena. I'm kind of scared to fight David. I haven't fought him yet. Let's see. David has brought Galvantula a lot.
Right. Oh, I missed it.
So David could be bringing the Galvantula. I mean,
David has a lot he can do
right?
with
Yeah.
his team. Because he could set up the Cloyster. He could.
Could wall things with Slowbro. Wall things with Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is pretty good at walling.
Yeah, Porygon 2 is great because it has Recover as well.
And yep, Recover and UV Light
He just picked up Murkrow last week.
for week 3, I think, against Trevor.
Okay, well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got Hitmontop for a walling and for doing damage and getting rid of that
And Rapid
spikes
Spin.
and stuff. Yeah, David, you have a good team, but the Megas is Garchomp against Pinsir. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
feel like it's pretty
they're
close.
both very strong physical attackers.
Right.
I feel like Garchomp does have the bulk. Garchomp has more bulk, I believe. But they both need coverage moves to take them out. I'm not sure what coverage Pinsir can get to take out Garchomp, but Garchomp
Can get
gets
Stone
Rock
Edge,
Slide,
right.
Stone Edge, Ice Fang, Fire Fang, things to take
Right,
out
things to take-
Pinsir. So I think
yeah.
Garchomp takes it, but Pinsir
Based on coverage alone.
yeah, based on coverage. But Pinsir can possibly outmaneuver with protects, like good protects,
Right.
maybe
Maybe
set
a
up
U-turn. I
like
don't know.
like a surprise setup. That'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
But the mega battle goes up to Garchomp and David.
Yeah.
And we're rooting for you, David, because you are Kanto, and we need
Oh,
another
yeah.
win.
Yes.
It's 2-2. It's too close.
It's 2-2
We need to start pulling out these wins, Kanto. Let's go.
Yeah, I think actually David's used all of his Pokemon so far, which is nice to see.
Yeah. So
Nice
have I,
to see.
and it's cool. It's cool to see that. Oh, Kirk has too. Good job, Kirk.
What about? Oh, he hasn't used the Shiftry yet.
Shiftry. Shiftry was Jonah's pickup last season. It was okay. It didn't really do much, but it was kind of scary.
It's kind of cool.
For Jonah. It's a fun Pokemon. We're gonna go right into a new segment called MVP of the Week. MVP.
Oh wait,
P.
whichever way it is for you guys. MVP.
MVP of the Week. And our decision is MVP is for Johto, Mega Pinsir.
Mega Pinsir.
Mega
sure.
Pinsir picked up five kills. High 5 kills.
High five.
With Quick Attack. I mean,
Basically.
what else gets kills with Quick Attack? You have to give it to Pinsir.
Yes.
And he did the cool thing with the Moxie boost
Got the
before
Moxie
Mega
boost.
evolving. That's so much fun. So
Yes.
yeah, our MVP goes to Mega Pinsir.
We want to give you kudos, Keenan. So
Yes.
good job.
All right, that wraps up our recap. This was Blake, the Shamoody Island Slow Kings Coach, Chancellor, and Kyle.
Coach, Chancellor, Gentleman, Duke of the Kalamazoo Kinglers.
Mm-hmm. See you guys next time.
Peace out.